dear child, if these words have reached your heart, know that something greater than you could ever imagine is unfolding in your life right now. This moment, this very second, is not random. You didn't just stumble across these words by chance. The universe, guided by divine hands, has brought you here for a reason. The angels, those gentle guardians of your soul, have orchestrated this exact moment to speak to you, to touch your heart, and to remind you of something sacred. Your soulmate, the one your heart keeps sensing, even when your mind tries to quiet those thoughts, is being gently guided toward you. This isn't just a fleeting feeling or a passing thought. They've told themselves it's not real, that it's just their imagination. They've buried it under distractions, under logic, under silence. But that whisper of you in their heart hasn't faded. This is about something far deeper, far more sacred. This is about soul alignment, to hearts that were always meant to find each other, to spirits that have been speaking the same language, even through the silence of separation. You've felt it, haven't you? Those moments when thoughts of them rise unbidden, when dreams carry their face, when memories you thought were buried come flooding back. They're feeling an emotional pull that doesn't make sense to their mind, but it makes perfect sense to their soul. And when they finally make contact, whether it's a text, a call, a message, or even showing up at your door, you'll feel it. Your body will sense it before your mind can catch up. The air will shift, your heart will grow still, and you'll know. This moment is holy. This isn't a game. They won't leave you guessing or confused. They'll come with clarity, with a new softness in their eyes, a new truth in their voice. You won't feel the same energy you once feared. They're not coming from a place of ego or control. They're coming from a place of surrender, shaped by moments with God that broke them open and rebuilt them. Heaven has whispered to them, you are not done, you are becoming. And now they know you are worth the risk, worth the truth, worth the weight of love. They tried to bury it, to distract themselves, to live without you, but their soul never let go. You won't be stuck in your head, wondering what they mean or how they feel. You'll know, you'll feel it. When something is real, you don't have to force it or chase it or question it. It speaks for itself. Not louder or flashier, but real, steady, gentle, and kind. It won't rush your healing or pressure you to perform. It won't make you feel small or uncertain. It will feel safe, true, like coming home to someone who's been waiting with the lights on. They'll see you, not just the parts you show, the journey you've been on, the one that felt so long, so heavy, so uncertain at times, has not been in vain. Every step you've taken, every moment you've spent wrestling with doubt or holding on to hope, has been leading you to this very point. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, has been weaving a tapestry of divine timing, and you are now at the threshold of something extraordinary. This is not the end of your story, but a beautiful continuation. A chapter where the love you've prayed for, the love you've held space for, begins to take shape in ways that will feel like a warm embrace from heaven itself. But the parts you've kept hidden, the soft, scared, sensitive pieces, the bold, bright, powerful ones, they won't run or look away. They've faced their own shadows, their own fears, their own moments of breaking and rebuilding. Life has taught them lessons they didn't know they needed to learn. It will be intentional, grounded in a truth they've wrestled with and surrendered to. They'll come with a heart that's ready to show up, not just for a moment, but for the long haul. They'll come with a presence that feels steady, not shaky. They'll come with words that carry weight, not because they're perfect, but because they're honest. The universe, guided by divine hands, brought you here to this moment, to this message, because something sacred is unfolding in your life. This is more than just words. It's a reminder that you are seen, you are loved, and you are exactly where you're meant to be. If this message has resonated with you, if it's brought you hope, peace, or a spark of faith, I invite you to connect with this energy even further. You'll feel it in the way they look at you, in the way they listen, in the way they stay. They're not here to take from you or to leave you wondering. Subscribe to stay connected to this sacred journey where more messages of hope, healing, and divine timing will find their way to you. And if you feel called to share your gratitude, a super thanks of any amount up to $20 would mean the world. It's a beautiful way to support this space and keep these messages of love flowing to hearts like yours. They're here to meet you where you are, to walk beside you, to honor the sacred connection that's been growing between you all this time. They've let go of pride, of old wounds, of the walls they built to protect themselves from pain. And now, as those walls crumble, they're beginning to see you not just as a memory or a fleeting thought, but as a truth they can no longer turn away from. They're starting to understand that you are not just someone they once knew, but someone they were always meant to find again. This realization is not something they've come to lightly. It's been forged in quiet moments of reflection, in dreams that carry your face, in signs that point them back to you. The distance that once separated you, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, is dissolving under the gentle guidance of the divine. Their soul is stirring, their heart is softening, and even if they don't yet have the words to express it, they are feeling the pull of something greater. But know this, every delay was purposeful. Every quiet season was a gift, not a punishment. Heaven was working behind the scenes, preparing you both for a love that wouldn't just spark and fade, but one that would endure. Every time you chose to heal instead of hide, every time you chose to love yourself instead of settling for less, every time you chose to trust in something bigger than yourself, you were getting ready. You were becoming the person who could hold this love, who could receive it fully, who could stand in it without shrinking. And now, as you stand in this moment, you are ready. Not because you've figured everything out, not because you're flawless, but because you've grown into someone who knows their worth, someone who trusts their heart, someone who believes in the possibility of a love that feels like home. You've been shaped by your experiences, strengthened by your healing, and softened by your faith. You've learned to let go of what no longer serves you, to release the patterns that kept you stuck, to walk away from love that felt like less than you deserved. And in doing so, you've made space for something real, something lasting, something sacred. It's as if the stars themselves are aligning to bring your paths together, not by chance, but by design. The angels are whispering to them, just as they've whispered to you, planting seeds of courage, clarity, and truth in their spirit. These seeds are taking root, growing into a longing they can no longer ignore. They'll lean in, listen with their whole heart, wait patiently when you're quiet, and care deeply about your answers. They'll hold your hand gently, knowing it's been empty for too long. When you look into their eyes, you'll see understanding, not just affection. They'll get you without needing every detail explained. They'll understand your energy, your silence, your story, because the Spirit has already revealed what they needed to know. When they speak to you, it will feel like they've been waiting forever to say those words. Then they have, maybe not with their voice, but with their soul. Heaven has been coaching them in quiet moments, guiding them in their sleep, teaching them how to love you with truth and presence. When they come, it will feel like a door finally opening, like something long buried under hope and disappointment has surfaced. The tears you cried will bloom into something beautiful. The long nights of praying and aching will glow with meaning. The confusion will turn into quiet confirmation. That feeling that something is missing, that something is you, is louder than ever. They may not understand why they're thinking of you so much, why the signs keep appearing, but heaven does. The signs are clear because the time is now. They'll speak not just with words, but with actions that show they rehear to honor what's always been sacred between you. You are something they prayed for in words they didn't know how to speak. You'll both feel it. This isn't luck or a random connection. This is a divine covenant, a love that starts with stillness, not sparks, that brings breath, not anxiety. When they speak, a part of you that's been holding its breath for years will finally let go. You'll rest, not because life is perfect, but because something sacred has arrived. The one meant for you has come, not with grand gestures, but with quiet strength and real intention. You're ready to receive what you've prayed for, to speak your truth without shrinking, to love without apology, to walk forward with someone who has finally chosen to walk beside you. There's a moment when everything begins to shift, not with loud fanfare, but with a quiet, deep knowing inside you. And they, the one God designed for you, have changed as well. They've walked through their own fire, faced their own shadows, fallen apart, and been rebuilt in silence. They've been broken open by life and healed by grace, prepared not just to meet you, but to keep you. This love isn't another lesson or a recycled mistake. It's a divine appointment, something heaven has paid full attention to, something angels have whispered about, something God has carefully orchestrated. Every delay, every redirection, every painful goodbye served this moment. And now it's time. It's the moment you stop calling it a dream, stop wondering if love like this is just your imagination. Your soul feels healed enough, clear enough, calm enough to recognize the difference between fantasy and fulfillment. You've seen what fake love looks like, people who held you loosely, kissed you without meaning, promised forever, but didn't even mean tomorrow. You've walked through seasons where everything that looked like destiny turned out to be just another distraction. But now, something inside you is different. You're no longer reaching for illusions or settling for what looks good but feels wrong. You've changed. You've softened and strengthened, become more awake, more aware, more tender, and more brave. You've sensed them thinking of you, too, even if no words have been spoken. That's not your imagination playing tricks. That's not you holding on too tightly. They'll come to meet you in it, to stand beside you in the glow of something divine. You won't need to wonder if they're serious. You'll feel it in the way they show up, in the consistency of their presence, in the care they pour into every moment with you. They're not coming out of fear or impulse. They're coming because they were led by the same divine hand that's been guiding you all along. Your spirit has known this moment was coming. That's why you've been so sensitive lately, why dreams feel more vivid, why songs hit deeper, why old memories keep resurfacing. You're not crazy. You're not imagining things. You're tuning into something real, something alive, something orchestrated by heaven itself. That's your soul being tuned to the same frequency as theirs. A divine synchronization orchestrated by the angels themselves. It's only grown stronger, louder, more undeniable. None of your waiting was wasted. None of your pain was in vain. The delays weren't punishment. They were preparation. God was getting you ready, not for just any love, but for a love that will last. Heaven doesn't bring something sacred into your life until you re-strong enough to hold it. All this time, behind the scenes, you've been growing, transforming, becoming. And so have they. Even if you couldn't see it, even if they stayed silent, they were healing too. They were learning, surrendering, letting go of pride, and allowing God to do what no one else could. The walls that once kept them from loving fully are crumbling now, not because anyone forced them, but because love is changing them. Heaven is softening them, preparing them to face you with their whole heart. What was once a quiet murmur is now a sacred ache, a deep knowing they can no longer ignore. The truth that you both carry for each other, the love that's been quietly growing, even in the spaces between you, is beginning to rise. When they reach out to you, it won't be casual or half-hearted. It won't be a fleeting moment of boredom or loneliness. It will be real. It will be sacred. It will come from the deepest, most honest part of their soul. They won't reach out just to say hello or to fill a void. They'll reach out because something inside them can't hold back anymore. You are the peace they've been searching for, the softness their spirit craves, the answer to a question they didn't even know they were asking until heaven whispered your name back into their life. Heaven has placed something in their spirit that refuses to rest until they follow it. And that path, that divine pull, is leading them straight to you. This is a divine stirring, a sacred pull that's awakening something deep within them. Even if they don't fully understand it yet, even if they can't put words to it, their spirit is calling your name. In moments they least expect, while lying awake at night, walking down a familiar street, or hearing a song that seems to carry your essence, your presence, brushes against their soul. They feel you in ways they can't explain, in places they thought were empty. This is no coincidence. It's a divine appointment, a moment crafted with care by heaven itself. Your heart has been quietly yearning for this message, and now it's here, ready to wrap you in its truth. You are not forgotten. Let those words sink deep into your spirit. You are not alone, not left behind, not invisible. Every tear you've shed, every silent prayer you've whispered in the quiet of the night, every longing that stirred in your chest when the world felt heavy, all of it has been seen. All of it has been heard. And now, in this sacred moment, it's being answered. If you feel a pull, a soft nudge in your soul that says, "This is for me," trust it. This message is yours. Let yourself receive it fully. Open your heart to the possibility that your life is about to shift in ways you've only dreamed of, in ways you've hoped for in the deepest corners of your being. Right now, as you read these words, something beautiful is happening. They've tried to push it away. Oh, how they've tried. This isn't just about romance, though your heart might flutter at the thought. This isn't about fairy tales or fleeting butterflies. The time for silence is ending. The season of separation is fading away. They're seeing your name in unexpected places. They're hearing your voice in their dreams. They won't come to borrow your light or to dim it. Every tear you've cried, every prayer you've whispered, every time you chose healing over hiding, every moment you chose love over fear, it all mattered. When they show up, they won't be the same person who walked away or stayed silent. So when they come, let your heart be open, not out of desperation, but out of readiness. Because you've changed, the love coming to you will be different too. It has to match who you've become. When it comes, it won't feel like fireworks or chaos. It will feel like peace, like clarity, like a deep, undeniable calm. This love won't just be what you prayed for, it will be better. To them, you are not just a person, you are a promise, something God whispered into their soul before they even knew your name. As you stand in this sacred moment, dear child, let the weight of these words settle gently into your soul. The person your heart has been calling to, the one whose presence lingers in your thoughts like a soft melody, is not far from you now. You may wonder why it's taken so long, why the waiting has felt endless, why the moments of silence stretched into what seemed like forever. They, too, have been on their own journey of transformation. When they reach out hand, it will feel different. It won't be a casual gesture or a fleeting moment of nostalgia. You've been preparing for this, even when you didn't realize it. Dear child, if these words have touched your heart, if they've stirred something deep within your soul, know that it's no accident. Please like this message to let the universe know you reopen to receiving the love and blessings it's preparing for you. With all my love, may you walk forward in faith, knowing you are never alone, and that the love you've been destined for is already on its way.